First of all, hi. My name is Yalda Qasimyar, and I'm 17 years old. And something that I'm excited about today is to be with you, and it is my pleasure to be here with Triple V. It's my first time, my first experience being here, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you. I feel like one of the best parts about Triple V is always having the students come in and getting to talk to them a little bit. So hopefully this will be the first time you're here, but you keep coming for all of the other things that we do. I know we're having some workshops this month, so you're also welcome to come to those. Okay. What is your favorite activity to do right now outside of school or work? Something that you're really into at the moment?
I think one activity that I'm most proud of and that I'm currently working on as well is there's actually this program called AP with We service, and this program is combined with the AP biology course that I took last year when I was a junior at high school. And the main purpose of this program is to basically promote something that people don't really focus on or don't really know about. And so since I have taken AP Biology last year, at the end of the course, this program was given to us by our teacher optionally. And because I was very fascinated by this program, I wanted to participate in it, and I also chose two of my other peers so we could work as a team, because I believe that one brain or several brains is better than one brain.
Yeah.
So I started this program by the end of last year when I was a junior, and of course with my team. And so what we did was that we first did several online and also physical research. We did several beach cleaning ups to see how water can become contaminated very quickly. And something that I didn't mention, I'm sorry about that, is the topic for this program for that year was about water.
Oh, okay.
And it was a subject, it was a topic that we've already covered in our AP Biology course throughout the year. So my team and I, we did a lot of research. We did several community service, did beach cleaning ups, and then we started making a website in order to promote to people, what water contamination is, how we can protect our planet and our water, because when we lose it, we might not receive it back or have it in our hands again. So that was our main goal, and we did several pages in our websites to promote that. And yeah, I think that's something that I'm currently working on still, and I'm most proud of.
That's really cool. I feel like it's really good to be putting that knowledge out there and having people learn about that.
Yes.
And you said you've been doing this for over a year now?
Yes.
Is it something that you want to keep doing? Is this something you're interested in, like your career, or is it something you're just more of like a side hobby, something that still interests you?
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that really interests me, because I know that right now there's a lot of crisis going on, not just in the United States, but also globally in other countries. And our goal was to also promote this to people around the world, because now our website is being viewed globally, not just in the US. So, I'm just really interested by this, because we as this new generation, we don't want to face with water crisis problems.
Yeah.
And we want to control this and prevent it from being happening again and again, especially in other countries, in developing countries, and also the US.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of things going on here, but there's things going around everywhere. So that's really awesome that you do that.
And something else that I wanted to add upon this is that in our website, actually, by the end of the last page on our website, we added that we would like to, work on this website more and promote much better ideas in order to prevent water contamination, globally.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. What is a talent or skill that you possess that not many people know about?
I think a talent that I possess is that I can speak in 4 different languages. I can speak in Farsi or Dari, which is my native language. I can speak in French. I'm still working on my Spanish.
Nice.
And of course, English.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's really impressive. What drew you to learning more languages?
I think I'm always very fascinated by just the different cultures and how people speak in different languages. And I think, we as, the people in this world, there is, so much diversity in the languages. And I think this diversity really fascinates me and really interests me, I think, to learn more languages. And yeah.
No, it's definitely true. Like learning different languages, you get to experience those little rules and you're like, oh, this is so interesting that this one language does this and this other one doesn't. And
absolutely. Yes.
And just that you get to connect with other people as well. Yes. What qualities of yourself are you most proud of? Pick 3.
I think 3 qualities that best represents me, showcases me, is definitely respect. Mm-hmm. I come from a very strong and high culture background. And I always want to be surrounded by good people.
Yeah. I think it's definitely the people that you're surrounded by show who you are, really, because you surround yourself with people who are similar to you.
Yes.
And, and belief and idea and everything. Okay. What is an accomplishment, personal project, or extracurricular activity you're proud of working on?
One extracurricular activity that I'm currently involved in right now at high school is called Young Leaders in Healthcare Club, which I have been part of when I was a freshman and until now. And the main goal of this club is to show the different parts and, the wide variety of the different ways of the healthcare field in medicine. And it also lets students to choose whether they want to go into the healthcare field or not, and to see if they have passion towards this field. So I remember last year, also in my junior year, I have taken it's called PSA project with several of my other peers in that club. And first of all, a little background intro for this club. This club is actually correlated with Scripps Hospital. Okay. So every month, what this club does is that they let us to have conferences with the Scripps Hospital doctors, and they come and through Zoom, and they come and talk about their personal experiences, how they ended up going into the medical field and what made them really interested in pursuing this career, and I find this really interesting. So last year, every year actually, we do this project. It's called PSA project, where by the end of the year and after all the conferences that we had with the Scripps Hospital doctors, we give this PSA project presentation to them at the end of the school year. And that's what we did exactly last year as well. And the topic that we chose as, students last year to present for the doctors was about cardiology and about the heart and everything involved in to becoming a cardiologist. So something that I'm most proud of from that time is that I got the chance with my team, with other students, to be called as the most informative presentation in the year. So I think that's something that I'm really proud of. And we also, all of us, we tried really hard to make this presentation the bestest it could be. And yeah, I think that's something that I'm most proud of. And I think in the future, I would also tell everyone about this.
That's so impressive, and also super scary to be like 16, 17 and presenting to doctors at Scripps, even through Zoom. But that's really great that you got the most informative. I can assume you were very well researched in what you did. That's really exciting though. What tips would you give someone who is trying to do something similar to that?
I think perseverance, commitment, and never giving up in the work that they're trying to do, no matter, how much information they have or how much they don't, they can still get to the place where they want to be through hard work and through perseverance, through determination, and through commitment. I think these things are the most important skills that if anyone can have, they can pursue anything they want in this world.
That's awesome. Yeah, and definitely true. I think you have to put effort into something, whatever it is that you want to do.
Absolutely, yes.
So that's great. What does education mean to you?
I think education is very broad, and it cannot be described by one or two words. I view education as a way to stand against injustices and all the immoralities that is going on right now in the world, especially coming from a country where right now there are a lot of conflicts and war going on. I think pursuing a good education means a lot to me, because that can encourage me more to help people and to be the voice to the voiceless.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we have this one idea of what education is, but it's good to think like that
yes,
there's more to it than just one or two things, and using that for good. If you could choose a topic or a subject to be taught in schools, what would you choose?
One important class that I feel is required, not just in the United States, but I think globally everywhere in the world, is a class that promotes self-respect, treating each other equally, and showing that anyone can pursue anything they want, no matter what condition they're in or where they come from, no matter what race or ethnicity, religion, culture, background. I think these are important things, and I think this will, for the new generation and also for the current generation, for future generations, it'll definitely promote acceptance and tolerance. I think we, as the new generation, we will start to become more accepted and also show acceptance to others, to those surrounded by us. And we will have, I think, more tolerance. We will gain more tolerance.
I feel like that's very poignant. I think you definitely have to first believe in yourself, and that will always let you believe in others and respect others, and to the same. And that's a great one,
Thank you. Yes.
To not only improve yourself, but your self-esteem as well.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Tell me about someone who has left an impact on you and why.
I think my parents. My parents has definitely left a lot of impact on me, and they are currently, it's not just because they're my parents, but also just as true human beings. Just, I always see my parents not just as role models, but through their work. Like, what do they do every day? Like, when they wake up, what are their points of views, what are their thoughts, their mindset, and what are they trying to pursue in their life? Like, what are their long-term goals and what do they want to achieve? I think all of these combined, I think lets me to chose my parents, that they have the biggest impact on me. And of course my teachers as well, because, they try so hard for their students, and I think every teacher is quite different. So there are a lot of things that they can so much impact on us and that we can learn from them, not just academically, but behaviorally and personally.
No, that's great. I feel like I can totally see the impact that your parents have had on you. Like, you're clearly such a great kid, and
thank you,
great adult too. And it's always awesome when teachers just believe in us, and then that helps you believe in yourself as well. That's great. Is there a cause or social issue that you're passionate about? Why is it important to you?
This is something that I have already mentioned in my previous answers, but I think education. I'm definitely very passionate about education, and I think again, coming from a country where the government doesn't let girls to have a good education or even go to school, I think this just really touches my heart and really lets me to deepen my thinking about education and what it truly means and why does it stand out in my life. And anytime, if I can and if I have that power, I would love to go back to my country. And I know this might be small, this might not cover the entire country, but I can still leave, a little impact, something that I can do to go back in my country and make a school for girls that girls can be able to attend, and I can some sort of prevent, some rules that are against girls. And women's.
No, definitely. I think a huge impact always starts with small changes.
Yes.
And, it's good to think about what you can do as an individual. You can't go and fix the whole country, right?
Yes.
But you can definitely go and help out 10, 12, 15, 30 girls, right? Yes. I think it's good to know how privileged we are when it comes to education, and then using that knowledge that we have to then go back and support others, or even if you just support others within your community,
right?
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
So,
yes,
totally love that. What is a challenge that you have had to work through, and how has it shaped you?
I think my story roots back from my native country, which is Afghanistan, because when I was 7 years old, my parents immigrated to the United States. When we first came to the U.S., I did not know a single alphabet, like nothing about English and, the English language. So I think a great challenge that I have overcome is just the English language, is that I started to learn the English language very fluently within a year, even though it takes at least 7 years in order to become more fluent and proficient in a language, and especially English, which is a hard language. So I think this is something that I'm also most proud of, that I have overcame, this big challenge, this big obstacle that was put in on my way, and I was able to successfully overcome this challenge.
No, that's wonderful. And I think learning a language and learning it so fast is incredible, and also having to do that while navigating, coming into a new country and learning not just the language, but the norms, everything around you is new. What do you think is something about you that will get left out of a standard application?
I think my perspective about life generally and as a whole, my commitment to my work, my determination, and just really showcasing who I am
Mm-hmm.
and not being afraid from where I come from, and being able to successfully share my story and showcase it in a good way, in a positive way.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when you're just writing a paragraph or two about your life or about something that they're asking you, you don't really get to, you don't have enough words to put your perspective on it, right? Or you're limited on how you can best showcase yourself. So I totally agree. Last question is, what would you say to a student who will be doing their storyteller interview?
Don't be afraid of how you word your questions, because these words make up our character, our personality, and can really showcase who we are as a human being to others. And it can drive you to places that one day you will be really proud of yourself. And you can definitely become a voice to the voiceless.
Hey YouTube! If you enjoyed this person's story, don't forget to subscribe to hear from more inspiring youth. If you want to apply to the Storyteller Scholarship or get more involved in our organization, all you have to do is sign up at the link below. Thanks for watching!